Hello, hello, hello to the people on the replay who are the only ones that are going to see this because there's a delay between the time that the video goes live and people are actually start seeing the video. So that's why you always see people with these aimless babbling at the beginning, because there's nobody for them to talk to yet. So hopefully by the time I stop babbling, someone will see this. Also, let me know if the sound is okay. I have a feeling it's quiet. Is the sound okay? Can somebody let me know? Because I've had some trouble with it the last day or so. Sound is okay? Great. Okay, so what we're going to do, this is going to be a quick one today, but I do need to go send a couple of notifications because I forgot to do that because I wasn't prepared. So give me 1 second. If you have any questions, go ahead and drop those in the chat. I know this will be a popular topic for today because it's something I get asked about constantly. So hopefully there are some questions that you can go ahead and ask while I'm getting these things out. Got Sadul, Jessica, Subair, David. Oh. All right, guys, 1 more second and we will be ready to go. To those of you watching on the replay, I do apologize for this. I was told recently that you can go back and edit in, I don't know what it's called, but YouTube has a thing where you can edit videos that exist. So if I can do that without losing the URL, I'm going to start doing that because I know it's tedious on a replay to watch stuff that only works for people that are here live. So watch today's stream and do what I tell you. All right, 1 more second. It's the URL. Everyone. Everyone. All right, crack on, as the British say. The goat from Legiit is here. You hire on Legiit for SEO. How do you not risk penalties? What should be a vetting process? I mean, you should know what you're doing. You should have a process and know what services you need to do that. And then if you're worried about if you know you need PBM links, but you're worried about the quality of the PBM links from a particular vendor, you need to just ask them for a sample, or if they won't give you a sample, tell them what metrics they have, look at their reviews, ask around the community, the same kind of thing you would if you were buying a car or anything else, right? Just do your research, talk to the person selling it, look at their trust signals, and even ask our support. So, but I mean, some of that's on you too. You have to know, you don't want to go buy a GSA for your money site kind of thing. So you need to know that too, Pizza. Sadul says he's watching on the road. Hello, everyone. This is Freelance Gigs. Hello, how are you doing today? Dude, I already told you, watch the stream today and do what I tell you, okay? So let's go ahead and get started now that everyone is annoyed. And when I say that, I'm talking about the @everyone tag that's very triggering for some people. So let me share my screen. I'm doing well, Minhaz. I hope you are as well. All right, let's do it. How to make 60 grand a month on Legiit. Now, that's partly a clickbait title. This is really how to get your first sale in business, and that will include Legiit, but it's yeah, so just accept that it means more than just Legiit, but this is the title I used because I knew it would bring in the eyeballs, frankly. So, and just to prove that I'm, not full of shit, at least about this, is these are my earnings on Legiit from September, which just ended a couple days ago. $60,973.49, $25.50 of affiliate. I also cleared $60,000. Well, that's the same number I also completed $62,723.44 of orders from that were rolling. So there's that. And then this is just so far today. This is a GIF I made, which I'm pretty proud of as well. These are how many orders I've already gotten today at 1:00. So as you can see, I'm not just when I talk about this, I'm talking about, I know what I'm talking about. So let's continue on. Next is how to get your first sale, whether it's on Legiit or whatever. This is the process that you are going to follow step by step to get your first sale in business. It's not going to be any kind of tricks. It's not going to be exciting. It's not going to be underground. It's not going to be black hat. It's going to be basic business stuff that a lot of people want to skip past. And the reason that they fail is because they're skipping the things that people like me are not skipping. People like me realize that sometimes the boring that has to happen and the doing needs doing, and I do it. And people that don't fail, people that do succeed. So this is how you get your first sale in business, no matter what you're doing. Step number one, make sure you know what you're doing. You don't have to be the world's greatest content writer or programmer or bricklayer or SEO, but you do need to have some grasp of the thing that you're going to be selling to people before you sell it to people. If you don't, you aren't going to be able to talk about it expertly. You're not going to be able to sell it properly, and you're being unethical because you could damage someone's business and life, or at the very least, just take their money in exchange for no value. And I don't want to be that kind of person, and I hope anybody watching this doesn't either. So make sure that you know what you're doing, whether it's a skill, whether you have a product that you know can solve a problem. Yes, this is helpful not only to marketplaces but business. Please pay attention. I already covered that. But make sure you know what you're doing. You can't just sell a bunch of crap to people and expect to build a business. So hopefully that's pretty clear. If at any point there are any questions, let me know and I will answer them for you, either then or at the end. But yeah, just drop them whenever you have them and we'll make sure they all get answered before we sign off today. But that is step one. Make sure you know what the hell you're doing. Step two, make sure what you offer is something that people actually want. This is something I see a lot of people that come to Legiit from the $5 marketplace struggle with, is that the people on the $5 marketplace are the customers are less sophisticated and are more likely to buy outdated, low quality nonsense. And it doesn't work when you come over to a site like Legiit, where we have a higher breed of customer who expect a better quality of freelancer. So your 50 high DA PR9 PBN links, or your flat modern minimalist logo that you have minimal description and examples on, is not going to sell on Legiit like it would on Fiverr, because it's not very good. You're not offering a good service that people actually want. You may have gotten away with it on other sites just because of pure volume and different demographics. But if you want to work with high-end customers that are going to spend a lot of money and make you the kind of money that I make, you need to make sure that you're offering something that people actually want. How do you know what something is if something is what people want? You do your research, right? You ask around, you know your industry, you know your niche, you learn the skills that are out there that people are looking for, whether it's in an SEO business or a marketplace business or a physical product business. You have to make sure that what you're selling is something that people want, and it's kind of up to you to do the research. Look at what services are already selling, look at similar products, figure out how you can offer something that people have shown interest in, and then put your own spin on it, make it better quality, add something to it that makes it so people should go to you rather than anybody else, and you will have a better chance of succeeding. So make sure what you offer is something people actually want. If you don't, no amount of marketing is going to save you. No matter how much people like Billy Jean tell you that the product doesn't matter, he's wrong and I'm right. The product does matter. You have to sell something people want, and you can't polish a turd so much, is basically the summation there. So any questions on that, or shall I continue? All right. Next up, craft your product or service into an offer. I have a whole video on the channel about this, and I will go update the description afterwards to include a link to that. I forgot to do that earlier. But basically, the difference between a product or service and an offer is the product or service is the actual thing that you do. So content writing, like who was it? Saidul was asking about is pretty generic, right? I'm a blog writer. But if you can craft that into an offer that people will respond to, you have a better opportunity to make a sale. So rather than saying, I'll write a 500-word blog post, say, my service crafts words into blog posts that bring in traffic, engage users, and convert them into sales. So when you buy from me, you're not just buying some words, you're buying some future sales with content that is proven to deliver. Something like that. So it's kind of a mix of sales copy and the outcome. So basically, the offer is the outcome that you're selling to people. The service is the thing that you actually do. So you need to look at what you offer and figure out a way to package that in that will become an offer, and people will respond to it. So that's important. This is a step that a lot of you are going to skip over, and you're going to limit your sales because all right, let me give you an example. I have a service called the Superstar SEO Ranking Rocket. When you hear Ranking Rocket, you think, "Oh man, this is going to make my rankings take off like a rocket. I want that." But all it really is some PBN links and some social media links, and definitely not social signals because we're not allowed to do those on Legiit. So, but my point is, I'm packaging I'm packaging a service into an offer. And because it's an offer, people will buy it more. So think about what you're offering, what you're selling, and figure out how to turn that into an offer. A lot of you are probably going to skip over this part because it's not, how do I optimize my gig for the algorithm? But this is important, and it's why I make more money than you, is because I know how to craft offers that people want. So if there's any questions on that, go ahead and drop them. Otherwise, we will move on to step number 4. Create a prospect list, or it could just be that you're listing it on Legiit and the customers are your prospects. There's another video on my channel on how to do this, and I will link to that as well. But this is going through your phone, your social media, if you have an email list, your email list. If not, then it's Facebook groups. It's anywhere that you've ever contacted another human being in your entire life. That's a prospect. So create a list and be prepared to sell to them, because that's one of the key components of making a sale, right? Is having people to sell to. So if you're not going to use a platform like Legiit, you need to have a way of generating leads and creating a prospect list so you have someone to start selling to. That's one of the advantages of a platform like Legiit, is that there are customers built in, but you can't just go and message all of them either. You have to find ways to connect with them, and we're going to talk about that in a second. But having a list of people to sell stuff to is important. So give me 1 sec here. I need to stop sharing for just a moment. Share my screen. And where'd it go? Yeah, just give me 1 second here, ladies and gentlemen. And Minari, if you're still on. Heyo. All right. Sorry about the delay there. Technical difficulties. I was just messing with you, Minari. So that's step number 4. Get a list of potential customers. Step number 5, reach out to 100 people today on your prospect list. If you really put in the effort, you came up with 1,000 people that you can reach out to, whether it's through, well, we already covered the things that are through. So reach out to 100 of them a day. And well, we're going to talk about what you do with that, what you say to them in the next slide. But put together a list of 1,000, reach out to at least 100 of them a day. It's better to have a list of 10,000 if you can find that many, and just keep reaching out to them. Or if you're using Legiit or a similar site, you use the free and paid tools there in order to reach out to them that way. So what I mean by that is Legiit gives you a bunch of chances: Legiit Monday, Legiit Roundup, Legiit Featured Service, Legiit paid promotions, free blog posts, the whole bit, to help you generate your sales. So if you are running a business elsewhere, then you need to start reaching out to people. And then if you are on Legiit, you need to take advantage of the tools that we give you to make a sale. So basically, you've created a list of people that need stuff. Now you need to go tell them that you have stuff that they need. Hopefully that makes sense. Let me make sure I haven't missed any questions over on Facebook. Doesn't look like it. All right, so let's continue on. Kelvin says, hey, everyone. Joseph says, hi, Chris. Hello. Step 6, offer them a free whatever it is that you sell in exchange for a review, testimonial, or case study. On Legiit, we have this built in through a thing called review editions, where you can offer something for free or for very little in exchange for a honest review. But even if you're on, if you're doing something else, you just reach out to those people that we just talked about. And what you're going to say to them is, I'm just getting started. I know what I'm doing, but I'd like the chance to prove it to you. I'm willing to do this for you for free in exchange for you doing a testimonial or review or letting me use what I do for you as a case study for my future sales. It's just an honest way to be completely direct with someone, to overcome the objection of you don't have any experience, and build up some experience, build up some credibility, and use that. We'll get to that in the next slide, but that's why you're doing that, is to build up some credibility, some reviews, some proof of concept, some testimonials, something so you can prove to people that you can do the thing that you say that you can do. And Legiit, we have, like I said, we have a thing called review editions where you can offer, I think, three times of each service for as little as free, or, at a steep discount in exchange for the customer having to give you a review afterwards. This one is going to be painful for those of you that have watched a lot of internet crap where influencers tell you to know your worth, which is good advice, but sometimes you're not worth anything, and you need to, earn it in order to deserve it. You have to put in the time and put in the work and do something for free. It says, can you please tell me how to use free tools to Legiit away so it helps grow my business? If you mean the free stuff on Legiit, then just check the pin post in the Legiit Facebook group or message Legiit support, and they will show you the different tools that we have. I'll try to put a link in the description of this later on for that as well. Mish Minari says, wish many people here pick the exact statement you've mentioned about how to pitch when you're beginning. Helpful. Thank you. Yeah. So does anybody have any questions on this? Offer something for free in exchange for proof of concept. Are any of you going to let me ask this. Are any of you going to actually do this? Or are you just going to wait for stuff to fall on you? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. Are you going to actually do this to generate a sale for yourself or no? Let me get some water. See if anybody answers. If not, I'll move on. All right. So step number 7, repeat steps 5 and 6 until you get a sale or sales. So meaning go back, create the list, reach out to people, offer them something for free, and just keep doing that over and over and over again until you get sales. If you go through that a couple of times and you have a decent sized prospecting list of like 1,000 or more and you don't get any sales, most likely your offer sucks. You probably aren't good at sales also, like that could be a culprit. But even if you suck at sales, with that many reps, you're going to get at least one yes, most likely. So if you go through that many times and nobody will take you up for free, then what you're selling sucks, and you need to go back to step number 2 and reevaluate what you're selling. This is why I told you that earlier, that it's important to have something for sale that people actually want, because it would be awful to put in all this time, all this work, all this effort, and nobody wants what you're selling. So do your research and make sure that you don't have to do that. But if for some reason you go through and you offer something for free, to all those people and nobody says yes, then you have picked something that people don't want and it's never going to work. So it's time to go back to the drawing board, no matter how painful that is. So are there any questions on that? Nope. All right. Moving right along. Whew. Step number 8, over deliver on the free thing you just gave away and blow their minds. This will get them to give you referrals. This will get them to sing your praises. And if it's something that people need more than once, and I suggest that that's the kind of thing you sell, it will get you repeat business. So not only do you need to do the thing that you said you would do, you need to do it better than you said you would do. Like really, really blow their socks off, if that's the right expression. I'm really bad with those sort of things and I shouldn't use them, but I do. But go in there and really like wow someone, really blow their mind, like that song. Little inside joke there. But yes, do the work. Yes, that's important to do what you say you're going to do, but do more than you say you're going to do. Give them 10 times more, or give them something else that would help them that you didn't even offer, or something that makes it more like beyond their expectations, as opposed to just doing what they expect. Just doing what they expect might be enough, but it's why take the chance when you can do even more. Hopefully this one is self-explanatory. Let me know if not. Where's my mouse? Freelance gigs says, is PPC, pay-per-click, still a pertinent strategy? Yeah, people still use pay-per-click. I think that's what you're asking. All right, moving right along. Step number 9, use their reviews / testimonial / case study as proof of concept the next time you sell it to somebody, so you can charge them for it as opposed to having to do it for free. So now that you've proven that you know how to do it and you have a fan, and you have proof, and you have documentation, you can use that documentation to say, this is what I did for Joe. Don't you want me to do this for you too, Mike? If so, that'll be X dollars. And then next time you do it, charge a little more, keep charging more, and until you start getting no's. And that's how you know your price is as high as it can go. So step number 9 is to take the good work that you did and generated a review, a testimonial, or a case study from, use that as leverage. Remember how I talked about leverage on a recent live stream to get more sales. So that's how step number 9, reviews, testimonials, case studies, use that as leverage to get more sales. I think we all intuitively know that we need more reviews, but some of us, we just don't do it. So that is step number 9. Any questions on that? Nope. Okay. And finally, step number 10, congratulations. You now have a customer, a couple of reviews, and a process that works to generate sales. And that's probably the most valuable thing out of all of that, is not the sale, not the, well, I guess the customer is valuable too, but the fact that you know how to generate sales now. So it will become easier and easier the more you do it. And the more you do it, the less you'll have to do it, because you're going to generate something that we're going to talk about on the next slide. So you have now gotten a sale. You've now gotten some reviews. You've got some testimonials that you can use, and you now have a functioning sales system. You now have a business. Congratulations. You are no longer just a side hustle waiting for money to fall on you. You have went out and created a business for yourself. So again, congratulations. Most people won't do that. Most of you watching probably won't do that either, but I'm hoping that those of you that do will find success with it. So let me know if any questions on that. Then step number 11 is go back to step number 4, which is create a new prospecting list, whether it's for a new product or a new service or whatever, and then just go through the whole thing again. Start reaching out to people, start offering to do something for them for free. Or if you have proof, now you can offer to do it for whatever level you're at. Repeat steps 5 and 6 until you get more sales, and then over deliver every time, and then use their reviews. And you see how it's kind of creates an infinite loop. So just keep doing that. And once you get this flywheel spinning, you'll be able to get results like I get, results like these. $60,000 a month. And this is month after month after month after month. I get results like this. And these from so far today, which is like almost 80 orders I already have halfway through today. So that's, if you get this flywheel spinning, that's the kind of results you can get to. And that's why I'm taking the time to show you how to do this, whether it's for Legiit or something else, that so you can go out and have success too. And then hopefully you'll think back and say, man, Chris really helped me out. Let me go use his platform, his product, his service. So that's why I'm taking my time to give this information to you for free, to make you like me, because I don't have a good enough personality to make you like me for me. So that is what we've got. Or, you can forget all that. Just go over to the $5 marketplace and sling some low quality crap and hope some algo will dump dollars on you like SoCal Jesus here. And, no offense to this guy. I'm sure he's perfectly nice, but that's the kind of crap that flies over there. If you want to use professional services, I suggest you use Legiit, or I suggest you go out on your own and start your own agency or freelance business. Or, if you want to get on camera and make a fool out of yourself, you can do that too. It just depends on what you want to do. So that's what I got for you today. Any questions beyond what you've already asked? Now is the time for questions. Salim says, if we already have if we have already a case study, our own, but don't know how to utilize it. If you have a case study where you did X, you found person with problem X, you did solution Y, and it got them result Z, you just put that into a blog post or a video or a page. And there's actually a template for, case studies that you can find out there on the internet, and display that, and then just show it to the people that you're reaching out to and say, look at this case study. This is actual results of what I did for somebody that's very similar to you. I think I can do the same thing for you. Would you be interested in hearing more? That's how you utilize a case study. Minhaz says, one thing I understand about your video is being professional in what I know or what I provide service to my customers. I think you're saying that what I said is be professional in both the service you provide and to your customers. But if that's a question, do both. If you're asking me which of those you're supposed to be professional in, the answer is both. If you're saying that that's what I said, then yeah, you're right. You got me. So that's that. Any more questions, folks? Did this help? Did it make a lot of sense? I know that it's probably not exactly what you were expecting. You were probably expecting some trick on how to optimize your profile or service or something to get more views or clicks or whatever, but that's not how business works. We've got to get over this idea that algorithms run our businesses and our lives. We have to start doing things for ourselves. We have to start thinking for ourselves. We have to start generating leads for ourselves. We have to start running business for ourselves. We have to stop letting algorithms decide what we will do, how we will react, and what we will react to. And then you will have success. You will be free from the control of some fucking algorithm that's just feeding you nonsense and keeping you just happy enough that you don't revolt. So I have multiple real websites to sell guest posts, but don't know where to start and how to sell guest posts on it. I would list guest posting services on Legiit, and then I would use a tool like Ninja Outreach, or I used to recommend Pitchbox. I had a bad experience with them, so I won't recommend them. But use a tool like that to reach out to different people, or use a tool like an Apollo to generate leads, things like that. You can scrape leads. You can go find a lead gen service on Legiit, and they can do that to you. But whatever, like just come up with either list it on a marketplace or go generate a prospect list. Tell people what you have and what you can do, and make sure you write good copy, because people are very resistant to people selling guest posts. But offer them good quality stuff at a reasonable price, and show that case study that you said you already have. And if you get in front of enough people and enough of the right people, you'll make some sales. Salim says, I have 2 years of SEO experience, but still not have confidence to pitch service to a client. The only way to get confident at that is to just go and do it. The first time you're going to be awkward. It's going to be terrible. You're going to hate it. It's going to suck. You're going to hate it even more. You're going to hate it as much the second time. Then the third time, maybe you hate it a tiny bit less. The fourth time, a tiny bit less. But it's just like, building muscle. The only way to do it is to go get the reps in. And I'm not insensitive to that, because I went through the same thing. I still don't like I'm uncomfortable right now. You know what I mean? So I know it's what it's like to be uncomfortable talking to people, but the difference between winners and losers is that they both have that fear, but the winners don't let the fear stop them. So don't let the fear stop you, and you will be able to succeed. Olamide says, good evening. Can Legiit Leads help them in getting leads for their guest posts? Not really. Legiit Leads pulls local businesses that need marketing services. So you may be able to sell them SEO, and maybe what you do for SEO is guest posts, but not in the way that I think that Salim is asking. And I don't think that's exactly what the right fit. So please, sir, how can I get other with my service? Go back and watch this entire stream wherever you're watching it right now. Well, you're watching on YouTube because that's the only place it is. Go back and watch it from the beginning and implement the things that I talked about there. Salim says, thank you, sir. Thank you, Salim. Always a pleasure. I've seen you here before. All right, guys, we got a couple minutes left. I say that I didn't really have a set time for this, but I do need to wrap it up fairly soon because I have 3 more meetings today. But it's going to be a good life. So I'll give it till 1:35. If there are no more questions, then I will wrap it up. Let me make sure I didn't miss any over on Facebook, which is also just a way of stalling to give you guys a chance to ask any other questions. But I hope you found value in this. I know that it's not exactly the kind of thing that you were probably expecting, but it might not be what you want, but it's definitely what you need. So basically, it was garlic wrapped in ham. So hopefully somebody understands that reference. Have you created a channel on Rumble? No, I don't. I don't want to be associated with Rumble. I have 10 services on Legiit, but I haven't received an order. So what you need to do is go back about 30 seconds and listen to past me tell you to go back and watch the beginning of this stream and watch it from there. So that's what this whole stream has been about. I understand that you haven't gotten any orders. That's what you need to do is go watch what I told you from beginning to end on this stream, implement it, and then see success. So my guess is if you have that many services, you haven't gotten any orders, it's probably because nobody wants the services that you have listed. So you're probably going to have to find something else to sell, most likely. But that I don't know. I haven't seen your profile, but please just listen to me. I took a lot of time to put this together for you today. I'm taking time out of a very busy day to offer this because I know it's something people need. So please listen to me. Please watch this stream over. Please implement each step as you go along and then find success. If you have questions along the way, that's what friends and mentors and other people in the community are for. But so take advantage of that. But figure out what you're going to offer and figure out how to get it in front of people. If I had to sum it up, that would be it. Minhaz says, thank you so much for your help and support. Thank you, Minhaz. Always a pleasure. All right. I think that's going to do it for today. We have been really knocking out the YouTube content recently. I'm very proud of that. I'm very happy with the direction of the channel. We're doing our best to reprogram it to know that we're not just here for SEO, but we're here for business help in general. So I thank you all for attending because, as always, you could have been anywhere in the world, but you decided to be here with me, and I'll never not appreciate that. So thank you very much. I will be back. I don't know if I'm going to have anything tomorrow, but definitely if I don't have anything tomorrow, I'll have something Wednesday. So look out for the channel for then. And the way to get notified is to click the subscribe button and then the notification bell. So you know when we go live and when I drop new videos and new podcasts. I'm trying to really up the value of this channel for you. So thanks a lot. Have a great day. I'll see you again soon. Peace.